I hope you're with me. Okay? So now, it's half year. I hope you have been able to achieve your goals, whatever they are. Innocent Remy Lewis. Good morning, Mansoor, Hanifa, Peter, Martha, Director, Martha Academy. I hope you guys are doing well. Today, the weather is almost like we are in a horror movie. And we are the only survivors. Omwana ampisizako C200 ogiraba. That man is not a joking subject. Naye ne bwodduka otya gyamwebwayise tasinika mannyo. Ne bwodduka otya ne wasooka eno bw'otuuka ebwayise, you become humble. I hope you guys are also having this weather that is not clear like us. It should be countrywide, so that we don't only access how is Qatar. In Kampala here, pardon? No, it's not raining. It's the weather is just dull. Huh? It's what? And the what?
Thunder broke.
The thunder. You remember? Yeah. You saw, but you were very young. You cannot remember. You remember? Yeah. So today I just want to share my experience. And if there is anyone else that would like to share their experience, then definitely we can have that experience too. I normally tell you ebintu byendabye byempiseemu oba ne byendabye abalala bye bayitamu byendeeta wano, sijja kuleeta bye simanyi. No, there is no little rain at all. There is no rain at all. Good morning, Jimmy. No, it's not sunny. It's mukama wange alina engeri gyampisizza wali, ne mbaako gye mpita ne musooka, engeri gye babakama baffe. Era ajja n'akusanga n'akuyisa. Owa benzi mumulaba agimpisizzaako wali n'agayiwa y'amafuta mu kwagala okusookayo naye. That's an army car, an army truck. It's for the army. No, they are army men. Army men, yes. Army men go to war. Yes. Really? Soldiers have big guns. Yes. Yeah. Because they go to war in other countries and they kill bad men. They don't kill good men, they kill bad men. Yes, we help us. You guys, what's your experience driving an SUV? Have you ever driven one? And what was your experience like? If you were to buy an SUV, what's the biggest reason you buy an SUV? Apart from just buying an SUV, what's the reason? What reason have you had people give for buying SUVs? And if you were to buy one, what would the reason be? Yeah? What would the reason be for buying an SUV? SUV means sport utility vehicle. And sport utility vehicles are okay. SUVs are shaped in a I don't know how to describe it, but basically SUV are vehicles that are made to go off-road, to drive in very uncomfortable road conditions, muddy conditions and all. Jeep Wranglers, RAV4s, CRV Honda, Suzuki Escudo, Kia Sportage, Mitsubishi Outlander, Prado, Pajero, that Formatic there, that Obey Formatic, what is it? The V8, yeah, the black one, yes. The Rush,
What is a rush?
the Rush is a small SUV. No, it's a vehicle, but it's small. See, like the blue car that I brought home, it's like that, but smaller. The only reason to buy an SUV is prestige, nothing else. Maria Gansimbi. Hey, that's one reason that Innocent has given us prestige, nothing else. So you guys, the rest of you guys, why do you think people buy SUVs? Because of roads? Because of bad roads? Okay. A bad road is a road that has a lot of potholes, a lot of humps, and it's a road that is also slippery and all that. That's a bad road. A bad road is a road that is uncomfortable to drive in. You get? The one which is what? Yeah, that also is a bad road. Mansur Hanifa, so you mean Subaru has those small SUVs? Now, Subaru has SUVs definitely, but these others, you can decide to call them hatchbacks, you can decide to call them SUVs. That's a question. That's a question. Well, most of the Subarus have all-wheel drive, definitely making them okay to drive in rough road conditions. But SUVs, in my understanding, is there are these cars that are high. Okay, they have very high ground clearance. However, one could decide to call the Forester an SUV if they want it. Like they have these big Foresters, these newer models. They cross to being SUVs. You see, these people are helping kids cross the road. You've seen? But still, in Uganda, just get yourself an SUV. Because you get a higher driving position where you get to see better. Okay. So when my engine was being put in this car, what?
Robert's trash car.
I don't know. So when the new engine was being mounted in my car, for starters, I'm in my car once again, and my engine is still trying to get used to the road. There are some electrical issues that were tampered with as they were putting in. That's why we have that shaking thing. When they were putting the car, there are some sockets probably that got broken, and I have to figure out which ones. So, but besides that, the engine is really nice. It has power and all that. So I'm waiting to get my 28 kilometers per liter. I'll tell you the story of my car on Wednesday. Today we are talking SUVs. Okay, you can get an SUV if you are traveling off-road in hard-to-reach areas, but most Ugandans are buying it to improve their status in the community. Yes. So you bought a new engine? Yes, I did. I had it installed as well. So kati wendi emotoka nvuga ya bondi. Yandibanga si ya bondi naye waliwo eze bondi zensinga okuba emotoka yange zesinga okuba obupya. Away from that, I want you guys to share why you think people buy SUVs. For starters, that Sienta is not an SUV. So togere no gula Sienta ngolokubola being a shaped mukongara from a SUV. That's why I'm saying that Subarus don't really qualify to be SUVs. They don't qualify to be SUVs. Garona masanyalazi galina tagali. Chiraba. Leica internet is too slow. Yeah, definitely. I used to use Leica before they became Leica. What they were something else. They were another brand. In 2018. Then during the lockdown, they changed brand to Leica, and then they slashed their internet costs. Of course, even before then, they were cheaper than other networks. When they became Leica, they cut. They were trafficking and the internet speed. But that was expected. I have a Leica line, so now I use Airtel and MTN. I use them concurrently because there are places Airtel doesn't reach in MTN. Yeah, so if you were to buy an SUV like let's say Harrier, Outlander, why would you buy it? And why do you think some of the people that you've seen buy them? Why do you think they buy them? Most SUVs are 4x4. So yes. Good morning, Lucky Mose. Not most, all of them. If you said everything, if you find an SUV that is not 4x4, over all-wheel drive, because there are RAV4s that were 4-wheel drive and someone just cut it, for a 2-wheel. And those are so many of them. But not all 4x4 cars are sports utility vehicles. Subaru Forester is a small SUV that is closer to the ground, unlike the other SUVs. They buy them for showbiz. Subaru Forester, the Sinja government, it's an SUV. I have seen SUVs being used in presidential motorcades. I think there is nothing about them. There is really nothing about them. Of course, there are those advanced SUVs. I'm going to tell you why I think about SUVs, why I think they are overrated later on. I just want to get your experiences to see why you think other people buy SUVs. Personally, I don't think an SUV is in my dreams now. If I buy it, I'll buy it because I have the money and I can among the cars you have, or SUV, or SUV. But other than that, bandwagon effect, especially those coming in December, abroad people. Sabasinga bagula bandwagon. That might be true as well. Since they have big engines and tend to be heavy vehicles, so I think they provide an end-to-end experience in terms of movement. Your point is not very clear, Remy Lewis. Like, what do you mean end-to-end experience? Like bigger engines. That Ipsum has a bigger engine as the RAV4, as the CRV Honda. The engine is as big as actually bigger than the Escudo. It's bigger than the Rush. So the big engine is really not the reason why people buy SUVs. And you'll find that there are cars like the Crown has an engine that is as big as the Kawundo. The Mark X has an engine as big as the Kawundo. Ontegeira. So the Fuga has a bigger an engine that is as big as the. So I Rush, RAV4s, they are subcompact SUVs. They are not full SUVs. Yeah, but they're still SUVs. Kana akagambo ke bagattako wano akali before olwo just resume SUV ebera SUV ebera SUV. Good morning, Habat. Is Toyota Sienna SUV compared to new Sienna oba yeriweeyo Sienna kiringa kivani because the newer is a van, it's not an SUV. Okitegera kyemanyi ne Sienna naye eteekwa kuba van, otherwise yalibadde popular. The Sienna must be a van. The newer is a van. Katino Ipsum a minivan. Because it takes more people. So why do you guys think people buy SUVs? And why would you buy an SUV if you were to buy a car? Why would you not choose my Corolla over let's say like a RAV4? Why would you instead choose to buy a CRV Honda? Why would you choose to buy a Kia Sportage or a Kawundo and not buy a Mark X and not buy a Hilux double cabin? Why? Because it's important for us to understand. Among the reasons that you're going to read here today are definitely the reasons why people buy SUVs. If it doesn't make sense, then it probably doesn't make sense to everyone else. Because it's very possible that no one really knows why they buy SUVs apart from bandwagon. These two are Ipsums, a Soka, a Picnic, a Musisi, a Kumibini Movina. This one has 2000 cc, this one has 2400 cc. Don't buy this one, buy that one. This is more comfortable, that is not as comfortable, but it's still very comfortable. This consumes fuel like it was sent to consume it. This is okay. I hope you guys get the difference now. And they are not SUVs, those are minivans. SUVs are reliable all the time, in all weather conditions, all roads. Mansu Hanifa, I will tell you that my Corolla is reliable all the time in all weather conditions. It's very reliable. That's why I got even the energy to put a new engine. Because it has been reliable. Katingamba katirwachi njejjako. Olwaka engine obuyingi ake million ebbiri ekitundu. Nenkagula nenkateekamu. Okitegeera. So now I have a new engine. Lwakuba every time mechanics now touch your car. Bwe babaako kye bakola ne batereza babaako kye boonoona kati bakyankalanyiza wiring wange. So the wiring is the issue now I have. Good morning, Chris Da Vinci. The engine is nice. Lwakuba wiring tanzikiriza giwoomerwa kati leero omusajja alina okujja atereze the wiring issues that are in there. Balina kyemmanyi balina busocket bwe bakuttekutteko ne batatereeza. So that's the issue I'm having right now. Nti erimu akagira. Of course, for a person that doesn't know, yandibadde yagivuga nga talina buzibu. Naye kati nze manyi kyerina okubanga ekola. Subaru new models, most of them are all SUVs like the Forester Wilderness, Ascent, electric Solterra, goes in the upcoming cross-trek. Yeah, kati empya ezisinga SUVs. Naye zino ezasusikyobola abadde nga they are not SUVs. So Karim is saying I would buy an SUV for its off-road capacities, more so in slippery and muddy areas. Yes, but good morning, Mavogaji. Do you guys realize that SUVs now is say that? Have you guys seen an SUV stuck somewhere? Even SUVs get stuck. You know, the capabilities of an SUVs are, an SUV is also, the capabilities are also either limited or elevated by the abilities of the driver. It's bad, even an SUV will not save you in difficult road conditions. Good morning, Martin Michael. Was it about Ipsa Mwezo Bidi? Buy the other one, the silver one. Don't buy the blue one. The blue one is for Babedebedi. Those that have money. After when a new engine is installed, you reset the mileage. No, I don't. I leave mileage intact. The only thing I'm going to do is that I have to do alterations with URA to put in the new engine number in my logbook. That's the only thing I'm going to do. Nenga yo engine ojulira banangi ekipya kiba kipya n'entandika y'emmoloka ku makya yanjawulo ngabo batandika emmoloka z'omubbone emmoloka yange kati bwetandika ku makya ekipya kiba kipya bannange. Depends on the driving skills and the amount of torque plus grip of your tires have. Ebyo byonna torque, grip, I will tell you that the best driver will drive my Corolla through a muddy area, and the worst driver will fail to take an SUV through muddy conditions. Arthur, you have never compared Toyota, Diana. Leave Toyotas. If you're trying to buy a truck or like the buses, leave Toyotas. Toyota has failed with those big vehicles. Toyota is probably good with SUVs. It's good with these small cars, but Toyota is bad. Leave the Diana. If you're going to compare, you should compare the Elf and the Canter. Those two are what we compare. But I've done that before. I have a video with the Mosaic telling you, even on live broadcast, we have been doing this. SUVs survive more on our roads compared to small cars. My brother, tonda sanga Corolla. A car will survive on the road depending on how well you look after it. That's one thing you need to understand. A car survives looking after. It's like your own body. You'll be healthy as long as you eat properly, you exercise, when you get sick, you treat yourself and all that. I don't know if I make sense. If you don't take care of yourself, you still will not survive. That's a Pro Box. It has a seat. The back seat is like a bench, so very uncomfortable. How long do it take to change that engine again? So eyakulabisizanga new engine yakajja munayise nabano je yagalira mbalino soka batereze wiring wange. You know when they are changing the engine, they put all the wires off, ekiwaya bakijjako ne batuuzaamu engine then ne bazzaako kati wa socket zimenyeka bichi. So what happened is the very first day when we bought the first engine, I was supposed to go with my car, but then I got someone that called me urgently to go do a pre-purchase inspection for them. They had already seen a car and they had even deposited money on the car. This is something I normally tell you, don't deposit. This is a story for another day, by the way. Oyo ne mutasa yabadde agenda gula motoka nzibe ne mutasa emoroka ne tugireka. They had deposited 1 million on that car, and when we got to do a verification, it's a emoroka seen tooth. I'll tell you that story some other day. Netujjayo sente, they had deposited 1 million omusajja nekukaka n'atuwako emitwalo 8 netuvayo nembagamba manyi, you tell your brokers to get you other cars. So I'm waiting for them to tell me if, remember that day was gone, so babuzayo olunaku lumu okufuna emmoroka. Of course I got the pre-purchase inspection fee, so babuzayo olunaku lumu. So when we went to see that car netumalayo essaawa nga 3 because okujja sente ku musajja nga tumugamba emmoroka gikole transfer and all this onoomala tujje And then the guy, it's like the guy knew the car wasn't straight. He was refusing all the options we were giving him. Then by the time we started the engine, but don't divert me. Let me tell you the story of the engine on Wednesday. Today is SUVs. I want to tell the story of my engine on Wednesday. So now I think I have to give you money in that car, but you can't give me the money I want. You leave this car alone. Bana ikade moro kampya. Omanyi kavitizi ngogezo kagura mu bondi bwekatandika. Mama. Yeah. This car has a way it starts. I'm even going to put new tires. You see now I'm saying you give me 15 million as you beg. If I put my MRF tires, each tire is 270. I'm going to go and put 4 new MRF tires. 4 new MRF tires. Katata umbanja gara 17. Atenga nazo opone gayirira. Ochitegira because kati moro kezo bopya buli kimu kina kudda bopya. Okay, Hanifa. SUVs make our clients so comfortable. That's why Council Yunus sold the parcel to buy SUV. But Council Yunus now has still Babata ina Raktis Areka ina Subaru Forester. Of course the Forester is an illusion of an SUV. But the other Foresters, they are illusions. Banga, if you call the Forester an SUV, we might as well call this Ipsam an SUV. See, it's tall. It's tall. It even has a boot that looks like an SUV, but it's not an SUV. It's a minivan. There's a Forester ziba hatchback. Is your old engine scrap now, or you can sell it? I can sell it, but I'm not selling it. I kept it in my store at home. Nyinzo funa yo muntu ayine moroka nge yange oba field ange ina engine enfu. That engine again moroka endana ne yakabulungi nnyo. Okitegeera. So my engine was moving, by the way. It's just that those are Nayate. When I drive this engine, that's the only time I realized that my engine was actually old. Kanoka engine kabada gavu. Ataka kakaina mileage emitwalo ngena. Mileage yako yali ntono nnyo. But don't divert me, people. The conversation of engine is for Wednesday. But nah, gimundeke Arthur. What is the price your engine? Wednesday. Don't divert me. Today we are talking SUVs. SUV is a sport utility vehicle. Now sport utility vehicle, that's something I have to define. But Arthur, ngenda bagamba lwakusa tegenda kuwana ngenda babulira bitufu byerere mwata munjira babwetambula bannange izolowooza mbu hybrid n'ebyo byakulwa kusatu Honda Velastar Hyundai Veloster oyo kati oba tumwe emyaka emeka nga ali ku bbalo ba myezi bo babulabika bulungi naye bwe katandika okwevulunga let me put bwe katandika okwevulunga aka akamodoka lwomanya nti ffe abaagula zi Corolla we made the right choice. They have a higher position, Arthur. They have a higher driving position, higher ground clearance, bigger interior than a sedan, but they are not capable of off-roading. They are, you yes, of course. Exactly. Subarus are, but most Subarus are all-wheel drive though. Watch taking. Kati SUVs, mujirengeri extra tuli maso. That's an SUV. Walo no. Your Subaru Outback and kati your CSUV, your hatchback. It just has a higher ground clearance. It has all-wheel drive, but it's not an SUV. Walo kuruge ndiye mabega. It's an SUV. Watch taking. So SUVs are generally cars that are SUVs. So generally SUVs are cars that are designed in ways that they can go up hills. They are designed to drive in rugged areas, rugged positions, go to very rough conditions. When you look at an SUV, the design is not they are not designed to look nice. They are designed to go through rough conditions, to drive through rough conditions. St. Mary's Kitende school bus. nze buli kyensobola okulanga nja kirangira naye baasi ngeringa egenda okuziika leero tebagivuze egenda ku school trip. How much did you buy the story ya lwakusatu people? Everybody that wants to know about the engine, Wednesday is the day. We come, we talk about engines. Mumbuze ne bei y'ama engine g'amamotoka gammwe abaagala. Kakati mulengera eri emmoloka etuli mu maaso. I think that's the Alpha, the new model. That's not an SUV, that's a van. Katulina okutandika okubyawula naye n'ogiraba eno nayo lorry. But that's a truck. It's also called a lorry. It's not an SUV. That's what? That's a tukutuku. Tukutuku. Yes. Alfadi empya naye nga terabika bulungi. Tereka kuba yabagagga. Ogiraba nti njiyo obutaratara bwe bateekateeka kuba ninga abaali beetetenkanya. I don't like this one. I like the older Alphard. No, there is the old one that has better design. That design is for poor people. The older, the other first Alphard looks like it's for rich people. You never can have Uganda tax. One of board and upsako omuliro mumulabye. The client that wanted, I don't know if the client bought because that car was near a hospital where I have gone to see a patient 2 times. There are two reasons. Bayinza oba bagijjeyo ng'omuyayi yazzeeyo n'agigula nga yeetafuddeyo banzibe nga yabadde agisiimye, oba bayinza oba bagijjeyo nga baategedde emmoloka eyo si ntuufu nga bagikwese batya Arthur kuleeta police. No, the topic about new engines is for Wednesday. I want to experience this car for like a number of days, then in babulire bulungi ku boxer. Your engine teyina buzibu. Teyina buzibu okujja kwoga erinze kubufuna nkya. Naye nga so far the engine has no problem. Nandibadde nabulidde dda. Good morning, Jerome. Is Toyota Rush an SUV? Yes, Toyota Rush is an SUV. SUVs gives more security. Example, it's not easy to receive a bullet from robbers. Megwe, Hanifa oyagala kutulimba bulimbi naawe. Kaweesa bamutiramu SUV. Muwala wa Jeno Katumba wamala bamutiramu SUV. Yanono Joan Kagezi bamubiramu SUV. So how is the SUV more secure than these other cars? They will bullet you still even in an SUV. Mansu Hanifa. Most cat officials are killed in SUVs, by the way. Masasi bagaba kubiramu SUVs. So SUVs don't necessarily guarantee safety. But even people that get accidents in SUVs, they die all the same. If you drive recklessly, there is no car that can guarantee your safety. If you drive recklessly, there is no car that can guarantee your safety. That's one thing I can tell you. You see how people say Audis are safe. Audis are safe because in Uganda, how many people drive Audis up country? Very few. Very few people leave Audis at home and they drive Toyotas up country. Because majority of the time, they don't know if an Audi goes up country and comes back. So they leave them home. Yes, I've heard Audis are very safe. The safety ratings for Audis are high. But chances are high that how many times have you been on the Gulu highway? How many times have you been on the Mbarara highway and seen an Audi? Always mulaba Land Cruiser, mulaba Corolla yange, because this banange yingi nempya mugireke. Yingi nempya mugireke. Olabe moroka eno ogisimula bwoti n'owulira maama nnyabo. Era omuntu yali ayagala okumpa ssente mu mmoroka kuŋŋaanya. Yes, you know what that means? Say Mama Nyabo. When you say Mama Nyabo, you say my mommy, woman. Nyabo. When you say Mama Nyabo, you say oh. Instead of saying oh, you say Mama Nyabo. Due to ground clearance as well. Okay. Morning, Arthur and everyone at large. Blessed new week. You too, Nico. Can we get locally used rush at 20 million? For starters, those rushes have they have Daihatsu engines, which I don't know how reliable they are. Of course, even the Passos have Daihatsu. I think even Passo setters. So I don't know how reliable those engines will be, because Toyota bought Daihatsu, the company that made Buyongezas, and the Buyongezas have always had problems. You see, the Buyongezas, the weights, they had problems with engines because the engines were made by Daihatsu, and those engines are not very reliable. There's some engines that are in the rushes, so I don't know. After what Toyota FJ Cruiser e Kampala egula maker tena bikano nchiraba kimomoka kiri awo kiri rugged naye da SUV simanyi bo kisango ina kulamuza bulamuza anti engeri gye bitalabika either bibi oba birungi nnyo bagamba munywa amafuta agabamala kati uya gula kufuna kadomola emotoka giteke mu amafuta no kuno sikubalata emotoka yiyo lwaki onyo obwendo otuko okutandika okuswalira ku kkubo okubya ebikalu ate bakulaba ojjayo akadomola muki bakulaba ojja akadomola mu bbuutu mwebagayi emotoka muzi w'amafuta gazimala okitegeera mulekerawo kwoguze emmotoka ya mulembe ate otandise okugiwa otufutafuta. According to crash test SUVs, you are a little safer than low ones. As a crash test tebazikolera Uganda, let them come and do crash tests from Uganda. Give Ugandan drivers, real drivers. But you see those crash tests, they are, a crash test is moderated computer. They have a computer that will step back and make constantly 120. Ugandan drivers, a Ugandan driver, I've had people say again up to 140. 140 in our old cars, and also crash tests are done in with new SUVs. Crash tests are not done with old the SUVs we are driving in Uganda now. If Arthur was to buy an SUV, the SUV I would buy, crash tests zizo pale ku YouTube zavako. Ontegera chemgamba Matsu Hanifa. So if the crash tests okuja ngoli mugula 2021 vehicles ate wogula 2021 kitegezo bosobola okwero na noga 2021 njagula Land Cruiser eno gye bagamba safety rating eri ku 60% njagula eno muganda wange omuntu avuga Prado 1996 ngo mugamba simanyambo SUVs are safe. Where you people, you will find that that this Passion 2005 model is safer than the Land Cruiser 1998. I'm telling you the fact. Because there has been refinement in technology on all cars. Karemotoka zina these things airbags muno munziji zina airbags eno wagulu. Atenga Prado 1998 teina. I don't know if I make sense. So crash test strategies nga tuzireka for our old cars. Muntu avuga area 1999 ngomugamba SUV nkuchogama mbo. Do you really think a Harrier 2004 can be safer than than an Alphard that is 2012? Hell no. The other one is old. It's a fact. It's old. It can't be safer. It's just that it's if you get a Ramu 1999 and a Prado 1999, the Prado is safer. Ochitegera. Ngochobomanyi nti probably choyinza okugamba nti oba waggulu mu Prado nti wetomberagana ne Ramu ogiwa damage okusinga wa Prado. Naye ate Prado bwe yekuba ne Prado mwenna mufa bubi. Ochitegera. So it's these advanced land cruisers, for example, the TZ katingeno jentunuli derabike neringa 214 ochitegera, they are very safe. Kati eyo Land Cruiser 214 is safer than Kawundo zamweze muvugula. So you can't say that a Kawundo because it's an SUV it is safer than this. Kawundo ne webera 220 oyinza okwesanga it is safer than the Land Cruiser 2014. Why? Because Kawundo is not actually really an off-road vehicle. Kawundo is a luxury SUV, yet the Land Cruiser Prado is an SUV. Ochitegera waba ya amanya kati Innocent agamanya biye agakwata moto eza sibikwata. nze nkwata bituyamba wano kati naye Innocent akwata amanya n'akwata n'agasima guno omupiira balina bwe baguyita akugamba ne type ya rubber gifana naye Innocent okwata ebintu bannange gugaye Innocent ayinza n'okugamba mbu sport limu kati eri efaanana bweti bagikola mu material bweti era bw'oginaasunuusiza ku muliro nga gulina temperature yenkana bweti enaanuuka neeyiika yonna okitegeera. Morning Mr. Rujja. Ninga ageze nnyo Rujja. SUV mu truck tulinayo Mercedes Unimongo Kamaz. Owezo baziyita batya sizimanyi na kuzimanya. Arthur, according to crash tests, yonvuddeyo crash tests. Man, they used to praise ML Formatic, but I saw one Galaxy FM boss crashed beyond recognition. Naite yari mu Formatic, yari mu C200. I think either it was a C200 or C220. Yari mu moroka ya wansi I will tell you guys, no car is safe if you drive recklessly. Never to gamba Land Cruisers or mugamba. If you drive recklessly, you will die. I'm telling you, you will die. And I'm not saying it with an evil mind. I'm just telling you so that you know that you will die. Muve mukulowooza mbuno olwokuba ovuga SUV. What? Toyota Raum give reasons of its failure. What has the Raum failed? The old model is just a bad car. Don't buy it. Me, I drove najigula nenjivuga weeks bili nenjitunda 2 weeks. Najigula, I changed it to my names, bought new tires, bought a new radio, bought a woofer, nenjikola ebizungu. Nenjivuga weeks ezo nenjiguzo mukazi. The answer, I made a profit from it. Come and say good morning. Abby is saying clarification on Raum old model. Don't buy it. Just don't buy it. Don't even want to hear the issues. Don't buy it. Leave it alone. What's the range of old model RAV for now? 14, 15 and above, depending on the condition, definitely. There's a rich man who was driving 200 kilometers to 130 motorway. The government decided to confiscate his Lambo and he will never get it back. That thing cost about 1.2 billion shillings. Nemunange wana abana baduka express bagama. The express highway, by the way, the speed limit is 100 kilometers per hour, but guys go and drive 160 on the express. Nenge moroka jarimu ya 99 alimu 2001 model javuga 160 nga nteyake bedina ku brakes amaze myezi ngina nga takebira ku brakes. Tamanyo ba savonfu, tamanyo ba brake cylinder nfu, master cylinder tamanyo ba nfu, kuganga chimantavu mumantavu nuka kati kino bwe kifa. Ngabaga mambu engudo za Uganda mbi. I saw a Corsa with some words on it, but no airbags, we die like real men. Hey, Edwin Mogera is saying, I have a question. Do rally cars have different bodies in terms of being solid? Because when they fail, they just turn them upright. No, what happens with rally cars? They put bars. Mulimwe mitayimba munda. So jakusa mutayimba kuva wali ne kujja wano, ne guine kuva wali ne kujja wano, ne bagatako mutayimba omula ne muno ne basamu emitayimba. So the body might be this neno koro sobolo jifule ya rally, but you put in bars. They put bars. So when it overturns, the roof doesn't cave in. So that's the difference. FJ Cruiser was the Toyota first SUV because it was used as a military off-roaders till the Jeeps came in. But it's true, those old cars we drive in Uganda, the 90s model, their estimated lifetime has already expired. Surely crash test doesn't apply. Definitely. I came up on time today. I've been watching the videos after the broadcast have ended. Chidepo Valley. Chechiriwo man, Chidepo Erietia. The only SUVs I've enjoyed at a lower price range is RAV4 old model. Yeah, definitely. Me, I'm going to tell you. Wait a little. Mugera. Rally cars are highly modified vehicles from the suspension, tires, stripped down interior, plus have a roll cage. Yes, mujita roll cage to help it from caving in when it rolls over. Yeah, definitely. The suspension, there is a time my first chibina, someone here went and researched me. my first short film eyoku campus nanonya ka film ke nagezako kola nga I was in vac banange guy yanonyerezako nabompereza kungana nerabira nokwedabira nti bukyaliyo ku YouTube. So my first chibina nagisanga mu shoko za Subaru za race naye nga baba shoko ziri ziba mu which say so they modify the rally cars. You can modify any car to make it a rally car. That's why you find that guys drive the Starlet FX nga javuga mu rally ebera modified ne cage bagiteeka mu eyo. Ata, can I buy a new number plate? No, you can't. All cars are unsafe. In an accident in a person is not the same. Mark, you again of an accident in SUV or SUV accident. What we have to do is we just have to drive safer. Yes, the person is smaller than an SUV, but it doesn't make the SUV safer. We have seen MPs die in SUVs. We have seen them, not just MPs. We have been seeing people die in SUVs. We have seen people die in big vans. So all cars are unsafe. You have your phone, right? You're going to make calls? Please do. Let me find out what to do for this one. All cars are unsafe, Mark. Chengambi sigamye nti Pasos are safer than Prados. All cars are unsafe. Planes would be the safest, but you see there is a plane that the Malaysian airplane that disappeared. Hey, Ragnar, how are you? Nice. You woken up? Good. Yeah? What? Where is mine?
Let me use this. You left it here.
I didn't. You hid it. Huh? My things stay here, not there.
Okay.
That side is after give me a like.
And what is wrong? A new thing. What is wrong?
Which one? No, it's very fine. Thank you. But no reason for an SUV to go fast. Why need speed when off-roading? Antonio, someone would buy a Land Cruiser which is meant for off-roading. Kado muntu ajagula RAV4 atayagala ojidduka. For starters, you guys, I think I know why people overspeed in those SUVs. Those small SUVs out there. SUVs are slower than my I was driving that SUV over the weekend with Bali Batekamu engineer. You know, when they are putting my engine, I left the mechanic to drive this car for the first day. And then the story of the engine is supposed to be on Wednesday. So I drove his SUV and I realized that SUVs are slower than speed 30. Name SUV. It's like it's lying. Twagulawo nenda birwamu ne tukwate ebweru twawo baddala impewo kyekyo naye nga wa nga teri mulamwa kati waliwo sense eyavuddeko nze namenye socket yayo, the VVTI sensor. For the guys that know, I was checking which sensor was bringing trouble, so I had to remove the VVTI sensor socket. Instead of removing it, I broke it. That's why I can't be a mechanic. Me, I would break every simanyi kwege ndeze bintu ebyange bya speed byange bya yanyira kubeera wange mu marketing na katemba ebiri eri sijja bisobola sijja things na bisobola. But by the way, I wanted to be a mechanic when I was still young, wakati nkaddiye. But in senior one, I even had a class on MVT, motor vehicle technology. But the musajja yatusomesanga MVT yatugamba that if you don't know physics and math properly, ebyokukanika biveko. But I see mechanics that don't even know how to count money. Ninga ba mechanic, and they keep cars on the road. So that teacher wasn't a very good influence. Yanemes okuyiga okanika. If you mean like replacing, just getting a new version of your number plate, that's possible. But getting a new number, no, you can't. Love my wish 2000 for been driving it since 2016. No issues. I drive from Kampala to Kabale every weekend. Is the motor very reliable? Rally cars have roll cages, yes, and their seats are modified to other. Your engine sounds really so new. I had that kind of sound of 1 key. Oh, you did the Nico. Mpia iringe ya bondi. You people, chipia. New is new. SUVs are not safer than saloons, are unstable. Thank you, Mose. But then kuchireta. Na ye, waliwo message je bajjemo boyo gedde bichi. Brokers are selling cars with South Sudan number plates. First enlighten us on that. Don't buy cars that don't have Ugandan number plates. Ogana javugira Sudan. Don't buy. I have a Toyota Probox, but I don't know what's wrong with its brakes. I repair brakes almost every week, and it's not all that old because it's UBH. What's really the problem? Because sometimes if there is a recurrent problem in your brakes and Gogura brakes, the master cylinder can have a problem, the servo can have a problem. Like me now, mpuliranga servo yange ino obuzibu. Normally, when the brake is hard, pedal ngobojirinye karube sigara waggulu, yebera servo. Ochitegera. Oba the brake, the system ebatefuna ampe. You know the brake system gets air from the engine. So if it doesn't get the right amount of air from the engine, that can also be a problem. That's normally the servo. But also, you need to understand that the master cylinder can die. The master cylinder air brake, it can die. It can die. Now, if the master cylinder dies, you have to either wateka ngobu pira oba nogula master cylinder. That's how it works. So probably change a mechanic. Chusa ku mechanic ofune ku muntu omulala. Manye biseera ebimwe twesiba ku bantu ngolowooza yanamanye ekyo kukola. Ate mwabavuga UBH mwagala nnyo kanikira ku petrol station. Abantu ku petrol station siba makanika. Be balemererwa garage ne bagenda ku petrol station. Banange bobo oli awo ngoli follow wange oli ku petrol station. That's what I've realized. Abasinga tebamanyi. Kale bamanyimu akatono, but they don't know how to do diagnosis. Abantu ba petrol station abasinga bamanyi replacement, fuel filter njijemu bichi nenteka mwenda bwe bityo. Tebamanyi diagnosis, tebamanyi kukanika. Kale sawa ya kufuna ku bundazi. Life is too short to not eat bundazi. Yongerako maaso katono baba naffe tugule obundazi. Tumukunde mpozi yesimba uko kuba president. Ono yenga yatereka nnyo gundi reflector. Range Rover new models, so they don't wait for a heat accident, they just blaze up near home. Antonio Chichecho, good morning October. SUV ozichaye no kunsinga. Your engine sound is now music to the ears. Kabaraga kola bitano sumbusa n'obundaze bitano anti nkugamba 10 package na buli package otadde kido. Okay. Take it.
Even in model.
I don't take a model. Kana abe yagavuze amafuta akyagange imoroke yange ejjudde yingi tanke bere ejjudde buli kiseera sijikiza kugwa mu mafuta sagala kuswalira kubo katika nakamoroka akakusikako kati. Morning Daniels. How much is a grand engine? Teri mu million nga 3 kitundu olowooza 3 kitundu. Naye ada stories za engine zanchale yo twogere SUV. Mungira aba forest tasobola kuba SUV na mwango tuleke. That's not an SUV. Kati mbe yemoroka esobola okulinya olusozi lw'enzooli. Tesobola. Those are hatchbacks. Banange Alfadi yino je mbagambye erabiko eringa engoberero beno ndala. Oli abadde ndabirwamuze ziri waggulu onalabika mulala. Tendabikira bulungi Alfadi ene empya. Sira kuba sina sente zijigula. Of course sizirina naye tendabikira bulungi. Naffe abaavu tukkirizibwa okwogera. Naffe tujja kwogera. Katumba Oye used to drive around old model in campaigns, but nga avamu mugongo gumuruma. I don't think anyone should complain about an SUV's stability. Cars are made for different purposes. Anti kati jekefe wane kampa tuzivuga for status ebisere ebisinga. Yiyo C180 kati eno gwe guno omwaka oli gaye yagula crown gwe yali ayagala okugula. Ebira n'obutaala bwayo nga bubalagavu. Nimwe Benz tugireke. Tetuganye siba recommending agigula ne Benz mugireke girabe. Bwera Benz bwetunula. Let us leave Benzes alone. Benzes are from another world. Girenge. Tetambula nga Toyota. Ogiraba? So the Benz mbadde mbalaga. Benz yiyo. N'okuyimira tayimirira nga Toyota. Benz tuzireke. Yesobola okwavuwaza naye ati toyavuwala okimanyi navuga ku Benz. Nze sijja gigula kati. Naye yo Benz eba Benz. Omwana yesokodde nga simulabye. So if you drive a Prado as if you are driving a sedan, then you'll die because of ignorance. Definitely JK. Ese motoka bannange. I think abasajja abasokola SUV ziliye zasoka zipajero zilizi kajambi abamanya. Teduka ne bojiri nyota teva mu kifo. Genda mpola paka boyiga nomanya nti ne motoka tebagidduka. Nekala ate zino bazikola nga zidduka. Morning Arthur. Crossover SUVs ezitya. Kati muntu te mu luzungu. Jinchimpe mu Uganda. Jeke crossover SUVs eziriwa. Luzungu olu bannange. Ange kale nze nonze nasinga nga mu class yange emiti yana abana tubasomeseze masomero ago obuvunanyizibwa. Nze gumula mu class nze nasinga nga mu luzungu naye nange luntawanya kati gwe kuba makafaananya ababeeranga mu makkati. No tutwala abaana mu masomero g'obuvunanyizibwa, otherwise tujja kuswala. Omukazi w'obundazi muwagira naye baba ina demand ennaku zino abantu bapakinga mu motoka kati bamanya layini eba wano nnene motoka bagaleka eri ne bajja ku bigere ne bajja bagula obundazi. I'm looking for your number to pay my promise of power play. Daniels ali kunzijjako bannange enamba mweri mu description man ngene ngule power play ne gulo nanyode power play bubi nabadde mu rehearsal nga zintwala ngate ensumagira kati nga power play kaya inokolawo sere yimu bwenko wenyo ne nsumagira n'ekiro nga nvuga nze njagala Camry yange. Camry is a good car as if that Benz is 1.8. Nedda sebo eyo model number obaje bayita model number you see 180 lyerinnya lyayo eyo jajisanga ngeringa 1200 wa 25 nenge baba ezitira kuba 1200 zino kati ani innocent gwamanya amanya gano kati G-tronic kitegeeza ki baba 7 G-tronic ne baba Benz gireke girabe bwetambula girabe matala gayo bwe kati gakanga ga Toyota naye la Corolla yesinga. But it's a very good thing to have gratitude. Oyina okusima kyolina. Crossover SUVs are a blend between SUV and sedan, something like Tesla Model Y. Oza mukitegedde ekyo. But they are mostly SUV. They are mostly SUVs. Ante kati jeke tuwe example liye Kampala, tuwe example ziwamu. Oyagala kusala, ate zebra crossing ojire sogenza kusalira kuwalanga, nkwadde chance ozali ku zebra crossing. People have lost naye nga debbali, tebangi efa. Omanyi edda bwe navuga nga emmotoka ezifaafa, tovugira nnyo mu kkubo, ovugira bbali so that bwe efa osobola ogikakiddira eddala ebbali. Nange bw'oba tovuze ku mmotoka Arthur zaavuze weebaze Mukama gwe Mukama yakusitula mangu. There is a time navuga G-touring for the people that know the northern bypass mula around y'ekyebando nga ngende eri ewa Mambule nengira nalimba bweyogerereyo nalimba mu marketing naye nga ne marketing nga mmotoka netandika okusika nesikire n'ekyebando ku bypass nenjirinya bum nenjiyisa paka wa mambule ne skire wakati yaddamu kwaka nga amafuta gaweddemu kai kajitwali ngoli ani yali abuza ibujitwali nkali akasoga ke namugamba togula kali kanywa amafuta nkasinga ne kaldina. All cars are made of different purposes. For example, the Land Rovers are for rough terrains and Range Rovers for smooth terrains. Kati goleta Range Rover noyagala ojuvugire eri mu nsozi nga kichamuka ngogamba mbate Range Rover mbata ate okiraba sienta SUV sagala omuntu ayinza ogenda nagula simanya eri Outback olwokuba kiri waggulu nagamba SUV. G-Tronic new system is Mercedes-Benz, is like VVTI. Ana ono mwana innocent akwate ebintu. Nice byanema. Ate okumanya neerabira. There is a time banangi bansasiri bwe baba baraba. Ngenda mukumanyagana. Anti wanga nyanjulira abaana be bali bana. Agenda okumala okunange yasose mwerabidde. Anti wange yanyanjulira abaana be bana agenda tuko okungamba erinnya ly'owokunange eri yasose ndyerabidde ng'atangamba erinnya limulimu ati bannange oba obwongo bwali luddawa nenno nga bwanga ngamba bwenzikiriza yes nengamba nice to meet you nangamba okubiri yes nice to meet you agenda omalayo owokunanga asose mwirabidde naye ng'ate you cannot ask her the first one what's the name kubanga era agenda digamba abaddemu era obeerabire. Kati muganda wange nze simanyi na kumanya oba kyali kiri kuki mukama atusasire
akuddiramu asose atasembe negivaamu
anti agenda okugeddiramu akosose nga ate owokuna omwerabidde nze neerabira. There are times I've met people noddamu n'omusisinkana next week ng'akumanyi gwe nga tomanyi nga tojja mubuuza linnya n'otandika muyita bro era mwegerereza abantu bayita bro. If someone calls you bro just know they don't know your name. Sister, they don't know your name, they've forgotten it. IST and Spatio, can I manage any of those two as a broke person? If you're broke, don't buy a car. I stay in set and work in town. Arnold, if you're broke, don't buy a car. Wait and get out of the brokenness. My brother, if you're broke, don't buy a car. Buy a motorcycle. Good morning, Pascal. Salmina. Actually, Range Rover manufacturers say it's a car. It can be used off-road as well, but we all know Range Rovers buyers don't risk it. Yeah. Omuntu ali broke, anodi bwoba oli broke ngokasa oli broke, omanyi oyinza oba tutegezeza broke. Oyinza oba otegezeza not rich. If you're not rich, you can buy IST or Spatio, you can manage them. Kino ekiri mu masannyalaze kino kira plaga zino obutayokya. Tulaba eggulu yabadde eyo naye kati nayingi mukyeke ekominawo waliwo komenti y'omuntu Google gyekutte YouTube gyekutte oba ayogedde biki ngenda giraba later on ate atokubye nnyo broke people. Emmotoka teringamu nnyo nti buli maka ebeeramu bw'oba oli broke emmotoka ng'ogireka. Me I know I used to be broke and I used to have a car. But trust me, okujjako edda, but me I wouldn't advise. Omanya obutamanya kintu kibi naye kati gwotegedde ate akugambye gwobanga ddala because the guy might not have meant broke. Yes, Patrick, I put a new engine. Neyagala ogiwulira kati ninze kola 28 kilometers per litre kuba eri enkadde badde kola 15 ena inakola 28. Bo ani ataddeko emitwalo 5 ku simu yange bannange tabeeranga yegwe ani Daniels, have you put money? Have you put power play? Ngene nnyo neyagale kale kijja kwewunyisa wa benze y'omulembe nnyo nange wakorola tuli mugundi yemu jamu y'omu kanvuge korola yange nze kati nvuga benze yo nembera mu jamu zisinga ndi eri ku musirikale nga njagala namutomera temungamba be humble kati emoroko gira begenda bera kukuba emyaka 2 efe. You have to enjoy the 2 years. Bana nanyini moroko eyo nsasira kubanchi manyi mulaba bana people watch my videos People watch my videos. You'll be surprised. Mba ntambula mu kibuga ebiseera sebo ikulamusiza nina gye nkumanyi. People don't even tell me where they know me from. They just tell me they know me from somewhere. I'm looking for money. I want to buy a small car like yours. But this time round I want a manual car. Yango mpe yang. Yakuba sente zijagala nyingi. Hiyo najitadde nyingi ni empya. Ngenda gisaka mpira ja MRF. And for the people that think MRF is a simple thing, tambula mu kibuga olabe moroke ziliko MRF za government. Mwe MRF is not mwe muntu wakaenda teke mpira ja MRF mwe atharachi ye wanira mipira. Mpira ja inebenze yoterike MRF. Eriko bipira pira. MRF tagulika ko. Wakuzibiriza n'osubiriza n'okabe moroka kanjiteekeko government yetero giteekako. Asa njawulira kunuwa vox neje bayita nuwa kigambo. Ate nuwa kigambo yeri wanange. Jekendozo uli da amanya ge motoka. Pirelli MRF are more reliable than Pirelli according to the reviews I've got. Okusinzira kujenvuga. Waliwo abantu abamu ababeera mu bitundu nga byembeeramu abawangaza emipiira bavuga MRF. Bavuga MRF, so I may have to buy. Na ate Pirelli bamuseera nnyo balwaki bamuseera. MRF is not joking subject. Even my judge boxer MRF is lozo olaba. Kati kwa maka fananyi bajaji MRF wa bajaji baba wa 10. So when njogera MRF ngemuka ngenda gisaka MRF abadde ayagala ojjukira double your money. It will be double or nothing. Crossovers are the unibody chassis construction between the sedans or passenger cars and SUVs as opposed to traditional SUVs. So eba unibodies sigeza ne kawunde ebeera crossover because na yina unibody ne Benz endala yiri wali nze njazi balaga kati E250 mwe kyemba mmanyene moroka ngenda gisaka ebyomulembe nnyo ne yagale kati emoroka ogiteka mu yingi ne empya notagisako MRF oba oli kukyani abakuloga baba bakuyola ttaka. By the way, yesterday we were joking with some people that I work with, and there is this chick guy amukwanidde omwaka mulamba bwamusaamu sente yamutwala ne boys to men yamugulira essimu naye mbu talyanga efuluya naye ateekamu sengano guy bamuyola bigere. For those people that don't know kuyola bigere, it's witchcraft. Someone takes the soil from under your shoes and they do witchcraft on you. No zunga obulamu bwo bwonna. Although ettaka lyengato terikola lina kuba lya bigere byennyini. So I think that's why dogo terikyakola nnyo Kampala. So twabadde tutumu kujonga tuga omusajja kiriza bwato bamuyola bigere musiru mugwagwa tategira mutole tole. For Uluya, I think atujja gamba nti the chick is a virgin. She's being eaten elsewhere. Nenga gwokola gwa kusamu sente without chewing. Akati ne bigambo byenjogedde mu luzungu YouTube eyinza okujjayo gundi yange video yange. I bought Pirelli each year. Each tire cost me 640. Ngaba bagwe yali motoka kyeyi. Era ikali motoka nene. At I kind of talk about the two cars, I may not be that broke. Anti kati lwaki ogweteka kecha broke. Gwo omuntu ali broke omumanyi. Omuntu ali broke abana ekyokulya akiwa mata. Ngata kirina. Of course, broke is not permanent. Even poor is not permanent, but poor is worse than broke. Because broke can be for 1 hour, broke can be for 1 day. Should I buy a car if I'm broke? Broke is like a situation that you're in most of the time, which is not a very good thing. And in that situation, you should not buy a car. Anyway, those cars are different. Spacio, you can get an 8-seater, 7-seater. The IST, you can't. IST is overpriced. Spacio is fairly priced. Spacio is, I find that it has more power than the IST. Banga, you can get a Spacio that is 1.8. The IST is either 1.3 or 1.5. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. So I think it depends on what you want to use the car for. If you're a single guy, you don't care if you take people, buy the IST where you're going. It will retain your value. But even the Spacio might actually retain your value better than the IST, because people like ISTs, but they normally can change their mind because the Spacio is definitely the better option. Both those cars you'll get at around 16 and above if you want a very good one. But even at 16, don't be picky about number plates. So manya abantu mwagala nnyo number, musima njagala UBA. Omuntu agala UBA olina okuba nga olina ssente nga ziwera ng'oyagala nnamu okitegeera. Asijja wanu wenja givuga nga nvuga eyo emmotoka eri mu maaso eyo. Eyo emmotoka bwe ndigigula saagala kamanyiiro. Nja kuba n'owa traffic oluyanyimiriza. Nga nvuga eyo emmotoka. Kupaka oyo ayinza oba giguze miliyoni nga 45 ekitono nga 45 45 kati ngangula benzi ya miliyoni 45 ngonyimiriza kubitaala mbu stop ng'ekitala kya green. Ate one thing you guys need to understand, that car ne bwovuga wanu wete bakwata ko baba tebamanyi gwani aba traffic bakyazitya ne yanziza maani akeetano nkalabi nedda sebo. That's what the tire costs. I went to different places and eventually settled with buying from City Tires. Naye kati the reason why I have to buy MRF JK is MRF yeine miwule gikola off-road. Atenze jukira mvuga off-road nnyo. There is no other tire that has the treads that I want for my car. For my car and the kinds of road that I drive in, I need a car that has big treads. And in the size that I want to put on my car, MRF is the only tire that has those treads. All the other tires, so MRF is the only tire that I asked from City Tires also. One with springs and shock absorbers. Okay. Now let me just go through this. Innocent G-Touring, the one with leaf springs is not good. You should not even buy it because people will not buy it from you when time to upgrade. I personally think you should not even buy a G-Touring. There is no reason, because a good G-Touring will cost you about 8 million. So why would you spend 8 million in a G-Touring? So I would not recommend. They are both good cars. They are both 1.5cc, 1.5 liter, like JK would say. I don't recommend that you buy. Katigwengo Mvubuka, don't buy it. That's, first of all, that's all technology. Right now, you should collect your money and buy a Pro Box at around 14. The million musambu munana ziweyo bakubanje ku Pro Box at least. Which together. At around, you guys, I can tell you, at around 10 million, you can get a new model. You can get a newer Voxe. Those cars, tezimanyi naku. Naete wero unane weba kuletera you a newer like that one. You see that newer that is going on in the road? Of course, not that model, but the model before that one. You can get at around 10, 12. It's just that people are being scared into the Morokezo senior. Of course, a Morokeo new model. Togenda jivuganga tomanyi ku maintaining a motor. But air cleaner with them bajifuwe. Every service change the air cleaner. Nga bwenye dokura kaingini kankada kapya. Buli service air cleaner ampya. Buli service air cleaner ampya. Sagada, I don't want to risk my new engine. Every service new engine. Every service new engine. Ata Toyota kamulegea aboda mbala balinga bakoza appointment nange nti omusirikale bwakutano nengera ibiri. Ata Toyota kamulegea nayo SUV sibiye brokers baju kamulegea yeriwa nange abana bayina amanya kamulegera yifana neta Hanifa. Ate still fala nga bwe mulowooza so jacket bakubako naye anyway emipiira egyo gyandiba nti naye sobola gula mupiira gwa mitwalo mukaaga ku Corolla naawe siganye njagala naye awo baba banjodde ebigere bwe ngula mupiira gw'emitwalo enkaaga ku Corolla yange baba banjodde bigere. I'm not normal. Mba sirinze ka omanje bagamba that the woman put you in a bottle. Awo mukazi aba yanteka mu chupa sha tisobola naawe nga n'emipiira gigenda ku kawundo gya mitwalo 3 mu ngangula omupiira gwakwene moroka nejjeke did you move with someone ayinza oba gwatambula naye yagenda nga nakusookayo nasooka atweka mulooko n'abagamba muguze enkaaga oyo alina ssente. SUVs can be fun to drive. Some people buy because of how it feels. Manufacturers create features that don't exist, so we feel good, like fake gear changes in an automatic as if it were a manual car. Okay, why do you think, guys, why do you think people buy SUVs? Benjamin, In some automatics, one can change gears manually to yes. I know we are investing all that money. I talk what the brown thigh. Imagine. Good morning, Arthur. Would you recommend a Mark II or Mark II Grand with a budget of 10 to 15? Yes, definitely. It's a very good car you buy. It's paddle shifts on a CVT gearbox that don't make sense to me because you don't even shift anything. Even the sound of the engine, some cars are designed to sound powerful and aggressive just for the sake of customers' experience. Yeah. Never quick exhaustive breathing. What is it that is kuyamba? You better even if they had the power. You in a small Corolla Cross. Kamono kachikano. Corolla. Your sister started in Darababa. Corolla mukarabi akapya. Ni akateko kubanga yakajja mu Toyota. Okupya bwafa ababede. Ababede free. Waka nange natadde engine mu mmotoka ndi mu bedde. Nataddemu yingine ekyo kiyita kyangu. Sajja primu yagiya wali paka we bagitetenkanya. Naye yavuddewo etokotanga tractor. Naye nga yavuddewo ekikulu kyakuvaawo. Benjamin, like the American cars, not Pirelli at 300k. Wakawundo. Wali ogula wakawundo I understand. Because ompira olaba guno ogenda okwange bagenda kunguza mitwalo 27 ogumu kitegeeza wakawundo gusobola okuyingira enkaaga. Guys, avoid being investors in love. You should be a partner. Oli guy ateeka mu ssente kyokambo talyanga naye ateeka okuba yali otherwise mba neetaaga ngende mu counseling mpozi nga takola ayinza oba takola ateeka okuba yalya bw'aba talyanga abamu tolirya ateeka okuba yalya omwaka munamba nga bw'oteeka mu ssente empitirivu zityo nze kuba nnyina ze nalyako nendyako 10 nze nga nze ese namba ndala oli guy ne namba but now you people oli guy ne namba yesimu yajingulako yampe zike nze ne muwe namba nasooka genda wannannyini namba ne mugamba namba yo bajingulako njigabe nambuuza bakuwa mmeka nimugamba bampa zike nangamba lwaki tayongeddeeko naye nno yayongera zike ddala yampe emitwalo 10 ogula ennamba yampe emitwalo 10 ne muguze ennamba kati oli guy bamuyoola ebigere
ayinza okuba yalya naye
kati ono omukazi atalina tulaga nti tebaalya alina tulaga nti hatafu ali taafu adiko naye lwaki tetukuba kameini kamyu likaatambula tuyinza oba twetooloolera bwereere leero mande andi kati bwoba okola buli lunaku mande tiba mande is like any other day
kati nange lunaku
gende ekijja kijje kasita tuli mabega ate banagamba tetuzaagala naye katujoogereko togigula BMW muzirekere bajjeke naye olaba nejjeke etagula BMW kati oyagala kugula yaki ng'ate ensi gyalimu asobola okugjayo BMW iyo ate zonna nziraba ziri ku nnamba mpya bwekaddiwamu katono ng'eva ku bbala ekaddiwamu katono nga ku bbala evaako. So you guys, I'm going to share my SUV experience. So, bwe babadde bateeka engine yange mu mmotoka, olunaku olwasooka engine gye baateekamu eyasooka, we put two engines. This is the second engine. We first put the first engine n'etansanyusa ne bagamba yo mujja gijjamu. Era ng'omugagga bw'abeera n'entowa order RAV4 yiyo leero gwe gusoose okulaba RAV4 efiiridde ku kkubo. Oba efudde ki? Nannyini yagivuddemu n'alinnya ne booda n'agirekera makanika. Naye ne makanika bimusobedde. Naye n'oyinza ogisanga yasise busisi. Oyi n'alowooza efudde. Muteeke amafuta mu mmoloka ng'emmoloka tesobola kusika n'olowooza efudde. Nze nyina emmoloka lwe yansikako. Ne mpita makanika. Makanika bwe yajja n'agenda n'aleeta amafuta mu kadomola n'ayiwamu emmotoka n'eyaka. Kyokka nga nyina omuwa ebiri gye. Kyokka nteeka amafuta mu mmoloka. Kasaagala bintu byakubeera awo. Ate emmotoka ekusikeko olowooze nti efudde. So anyway, the first day the mechanic took my car, I took his SUV. Ali avuga RAV4. Mweba people that drive RAV4s mubeerawo mutya. Banange Corolla eri comfortable. Mwe bagayi abadde baagala okugula Corolla yange ennyongeza. katojja ne million 16 ate noyogera nange bulungi banange RAV4 teri comfortable yenkadde yo old model mama nyabo eyo RAV4 enkadde nedda RAV4 enkadde eyo nedda teri comfortable bana nagivuga I drove that RAV4 nenjivuga okuva wali ewange ku office ku Batvalley ngendo tuke bwayisenga omugongo gunnuma obanga atudde ku benchi I think Iranga innocent boy yagambye the people that buy those SUVs, some of those SUVs katingara for they buy for the prestige ntindi waggulu. Of course the women like my wife yali asinga kwagala for because eri waggulu yalimu tugenda tukebwa isinga achusi ngagamba omanyi hani tugule nuwa RAV4 tugireke RAV4 emoroka eri uncomfortable ate ogwasoka natulako mu RAV4 ya one of my followers yagigula ebera nungi moroka yo yali nungi generally nga nungi naye ngera ka comfort kabulamu nga botula mu Corolla omuto gulya kwegamba nga emoroka yakolebwa abantu babanyumirwe naye RAV4 nedda ana mwe bagayi nedda kakati nno ebe bikyali awo ro tuvuga ku chorus okuba hamp nedda you people those cars are not comfortable. The RAV4s, the old model. Era kati mwabadde begomba bavuga mu baveeko mwegombe fa bavuga Corolla. Kakati tukakukubolya ettaka. Bane ngero tuke wango mgongo gunnuma. Na bamala kunkola ku massage okuterira. Chokange etenyina nkyanyiro jidda munjivuga njirete mu kibuga. Era bwe najja mu kibuga ne ngamba makanika ngo manyi kole moroka yange mangu otwale kiravu focho. Mvuge moroka jibayite motoka. Bannange those SUVs are not comfortable. Kakati nolabono gayi wa platinum credit agenda kujja wano. Obalo za story tetuziwulira. Mubagayi ba channel yange. Mwe the people be walk. Temwe wala sente mu platinum credit. Nyina abantu babiri bemmanya abafirwe ebintu byabwe. Abantu bakuwa sente kutwala bibyo nze nkubulira. Bakuwa sente kutwala bibyo. Ate abantu babate bamanyi bewolayo. Bose bazikuwa mangu naye okuzisasula ozimale bakuwa ebibyo ojja kukiwulira tobaako kyoyogera genda tobaako kyoyogera nkugobye genda tova mu platinum credit ate nkugobe bulungi oyagala njogere ndi ku live broadcast nyina abantu nga 50 balaba genda mwe aba bantu erabika platinum credit ya munene nze nkubulira otherwise eba kubanga ya muntu nga Arthur singa bagigaladda kandabe oyo nga yali mulalu mbu yakugulake yangulake namba je kenze nkubulira Arthur what's the field enywa bulungi gula buguzi Jeke manual car you can feel the effect of gear change. There is a way the vehicle jumps to a higher gear. You don't feel that in automatic. Definitely Benjamin. Slap an officer, we won't bail you out mukuru. Kyagamba Antonio Mwizo kunde kamukomera olokuba nkubi omusajja oluyinga anvuga benzi. Yeah? For off-road mainly, MRF tires are the best because I was driving an Elf and the best tires were MRF. Ngenda gula MRF, ngenda kwevaamu. MRF mpira mulungi ate nze nvuga off-road moislo era ngenda gula MRF wange neyagale. Fetutuuka ne mu 3 ne mu 3 fetutuuka ne mu 3 wakati there is a beauty I wanted to date back in 2012 and she said she wants a man who will love you, she'd spend on her. I made up my mind there and then to look elsewhere. Aba bakazi abagalo baspe mubaveeko banange mbo kyogenda kulyaki awo mangachi ati abulolo. That's how I ended up with my current girlfriend. Oli nalabanga she would be busy family. Akumenya nga ate olumu ojja kusanga olumu n'obwongo temuli naye nafukala ya ability joli. So I wonder how a man loses all sense of judgment because of a woman. Temukikola kibi nnyo negwe obuwala bufuga ku ssaawa ey'okulya nga keesuulamu ennamba emu naye nze sikifunangako nze akawala akeesuulamuko ennamba emu nali ku kampasi ndoza mu first year kaali kabalagavu naye nawona kale kalina n'ekiwuka kati akawala nkakwana kendoza ke kawala ke nateekamu ssente nnyingi nga ndeeti nga katwanya kyayi wa 5 nawulira bubi toseka goni gomanche kitegeeza okunywa kyayi omukalu wa 15 ate siguno mwaka njogera 2010 twanya kyayi wa 15 omukalu nga tekuli kyakulya nitugenda nkakwana mbongezaako okubeera tugende ku date tugenda ku date tunywa kyayi wa 15 tumala okunywa kyayi wa 15 nvuga emmotoka ngende ewange emutundwe enkuba no yali etonya nengamba kati kano nkafunye enkuba jingeri gyetonya ngenda kama sigenda kutwala akatonda kava mu mmoroka likatambuliramu nekagenda ngekubeka kuba ye kayaka wala kali kazibu nze nalowooza ntengere enkuba gyetonya nkalina mwe abakazi abamu bagumu kaagaana batunywedde kyayi wa mutwalo ate ebiseera ku kampasi nze omutwalo gwali mungi ogunywamu kyayi nze nanywanga omutwalo gumu n'ekitundu amafuta ennaku 2 nawe mavuga gya ssente bwerabye nze neerabira nze atoba kati I don't even bother asking people their names. I let the brain run on its own. Moving on, hello, nice to meet you, what's your name? Anti olingamba nendyerabira awo olingambidde kati at least mberenga saali kubuuzizza nkuyite bro nga kiri okay naye nga kitegeeza okubuuza omuntu erinnya ate n'olyerabira sekita kulya bwongo jekke nange tandya bwongo. It's just that like you should be able to eat for nothing. Kakati wano tulabira challenges za wiring zennyina oziwulira wano nti esalamu kumanyi ng'olinnya erese ne engine check kati balina ogikebera sensor kyetaliiko oba sensor kyenfu. Manyi when they put the new engine, some sensors came with the engine and they did not put my original sensors. I think that's where the problem came from. Bazaako sensors ezaayo kati oyinza osanga noko sensor nfu waliwo ne gye bayita VVTI sensor walengiza ebintu kukyusa engine wano. Nze my campus babe namuwulira essimu subwoofer and DVD player. She had her small TV from home. Ejjeke mwe mwonoonye n'abawala kati oyinza osanga nga oyo omukazi wamwonoona alina omusajja gyali gwabonyaabonya olw'okuba tebalina wuufa olw'okuba mugulira wuufa ku campus. Musajja omugobye mugobye. Mwe bagaayi abatannaba kuwulira ku experience platinum credit temuyinza kumanya kikyenjogerako. Abantu bakaaba amaziga oyina asasula looni n'agimalayo ne banoona emmotoka ne bagitwala nti tewamalayo. And not just platinum credit, there are so many people, money lenders. If you want to borrow money, go to a bank. Go to a bank, people. If a bank can't lend you money, no one should be able to lend you money, I'm telling you. Because anybody that is credit worthy can be given money by a bank. Nze banka yange ekyapita ne kakati okumpa looni naye ku mabanja gennina saagala gattako ka banka kansooka ensasula amabanja ate mangi bannange. Kati jjakenze nange nningamu abali ebuzungu mwe anti nammwe mbeerawo ku mabanja. Nina amabanja ekampala wano lwakuba ngasasula siri ku pressure ngasasula mu mpolampola. Bw'ofunayo k'ofunye ng'osasula ku bbanja bw'ofuna nesiga banka agasinga kati saagala gattako mabanja ga banka. Because I've actually learned that it's very hard for you to make business sense out of a loan that is 28%. Because loan ya bank is 28%. Ngatoga seko buno charge obulala bwe bakusaba. Ojja kugwanga bank loan ekisasude 30%. 30% is too high because which business has a margin of 30%? Gofu mugirabye. Yabivudde muda. Wembaga batemugula gofu temwagala kuwuliriza. Eyo ebivuddemu. Corona mugiraba. Ekyabaala Subaru mugiraba ekyabaala Ford tujuwe ennaku mmeka eyo kweyo Ford nayo teyina byegenda wangala ku bbala. People that want SUVs buy Toyota SUVs mostly Kruger, Kawundo, RAV4, Fortuner, Land Cruiser. Mugule SUV za Toyota mujja kweyagala. SUV za moroka zino endala nungi ziri more comfortable than even Toyota, but the maintenance is out of this world. Temulowoza someone was telling me government ina contract ne Toyota basiru senga bagula zi Ford. There are government organizations that have Fords. There are government organizations that have Golfs, Tiguans and all. They don't have a contract. Government has people, professionals that are there to find reliability. There are government organizations that have Nissans, Mitsubishis, like the judiciary, Inanyo, the Pajeros, ngate government. It's just that professionals because buying these cars is very expensive. Maintaining them should not be. Okuita wano wali busy nnyo wano wa boda akugwamu tuke wali nsome ku comment wa mu bulungi neyenze ngenda kugula wakawo nesina passport photo pesa batunda ziteekawo Walande kuruza yandibanga terabika bulungi nga email format kano kayina amagezi osaroto kwegana okusa ogamba abemoroka bavuga bubi bana bwe mba musale ku mulekera olwokuba babagamba don't run walk ne baga walk like a millipede katambula konna emoroka yinzo gandira okusibe nimo kukirira we kuto emoroka za fenkadde zigananga kati no alpha kaleko nekiri eri ekipya kinengeje kitalabika tekirabika prestigious talabika prestigious at all fewafe Uganda ne Africa in general prestige is big. If you want to seem like you're driving an expensive car, get a car that has big rides, big tires, a big body. Abantu bajja gamba oli mugagga ne kati ngule alpha million nkaaga milioni 5 geina amataala matono abantu banamanya batandi najigula milioni nkaaga ono gai yafuka pasta udiza ya chiyinji teyali comedian yafuka di good pass ina ne chali wange yatandise church wabagayi ndozo obudamu bwe buganda tutandike church fenna kubanga abagoberezi bote bayinza kubula abagoberezi tebabula tuli milioni 55 kutuba ne church kikumi church omutwalo gumu oba emitwalo 10 tusigala abagoberezi tukyayina oyo gayi yafuka di pass tebabanga lwatadde emmotoka mu parking yange nze morning ogenda mangu paka lugulo tadde mu kifo kyange nze nteekewa ngenda teekawo akapande ka reserved naige moroka banange ayezera byemuge moroka ninga kama katonda ningiri mujiwulira yo mujiwulira olinyako
abantu
ebya ingini babireke byo byarwa kusa naye yo mujiwulira nyaga tugende tukakula kusatu nga ingini bagitegedde empya bwevuuma sikutuka lwa kusatu nga ate bambuza ingini nga tebamanyi ingini empya bwevuuma tulabe story of the engine, you're ignoring it. Engine ya Rwakusat back then, SIM cards cost 20,000 and she still has the same. up to now wamugwida sim card ya China kati ate bawe omwana atoli mukalubitya mbakugobye mu Uganda ejeke mupaze bei namu kututawanya batononera ebintu bamuyole ebigere atha nze nina amabanja naye lisi yanga malayo nange omwaka guno nga tegunnagwa akamabanja gonnanga malayo. But still after Ispsam RAV4 is my next car. Ebisigadde RAV4 teri comfortable mbe wagai yenkaddeyo empya sijja kugamba nti nzimanyi empya nagivugamu nayo saagivuga ko off road empya yo nagivugamu wano my followers yakola upgrade nava ku RAV4 enkadde nagula empya na ye sijja kulima nti njimanyi nnyo na ye yenkadde gula Corolla bwera bobo ina milioni 17 efo kyogenda gula RAV4 jangu kuweka Corolla bobo manyi mmondo kaimane ogende bwe yagale kwani manya kyo olimpa at the beginning, but still, okay. At the beginning of 2021, nali approximately 90 million nayenga se yagala. Nze techinga mabanja tegangana kwe yagala teba nankuba. Hoima City representing, yes John. O chakara borowoza ku mabanja. Nze tibindya tebajja kunzita. Olaba ne government bajibanja. After there is the way your broadcast kills my stress. Amina Paul, Amina. Obabali amabanja in hundreds of millions bawulira bati baberawo kati baba bagamanyira. Uncle, someone asked you 10 to 15 million. Yeah, namugambe it's very good. It's very good. Ata wafunina grand wapaweleza million 15 tagule nkade tagula musota agule mark to grand. Hai Viani long time obadde obuze mani podcast ja Viani bobo choliko podcast ya ngenda kuyitje tumaloko manyi Viani has divergent views from mine katukija kunyuma tubere n'abantu ababiri abalaba obulamu engeri yenjawulo and it will be a very good learning experience. Era Viani gwete weda likida gwe omukubasoka Alphads feel like driving a taxi to me chechinemesa such vans. I think by the way one was ivuga taxi the silver quest SUV era bwenva ku exting anonyo bachi Vanguard Arthur ngolude mukubo I bypassed you along the Wundazi road ndi mu industrial area kati ne first meeting ewe ati gwe Joyce ate industrial area bera kumpi ineka tezembade ngina mu kibuga wakati ompiseko monoka kisami bwoba mpita kompereza ka message ne nkulaba ne nkuvuruga bwoba ovuga gofu. Thanks for today Arthur, looking forward to Wednesday. I hear about your story behind the new engine. Pastor gets rich quick. Mbona kira ikembera bweganyi na chali wangi yatanise church sijaji bagamba nenja muleta ku podcast one of these days ajja tubulire enjiri era yagamba nga budambwe buligana nga atandika church naye izoba ya receive nze Yesu Kristo mu mazima nga teyatanise church mu kibba nga Yesu yazze ebyaddala. But even here Arabs prefer Toyota. Hi Vincent, but I was walking like a millipede necessary. Abakazi abamu nga atambulanga millipede. I can't wait for the engine story on Wednesday patiently for that experience before I decide to change my engine as well. Kare. After I thought I'm the only one with mabanja. Jesus, I have goto ina mabanja milioni asatu mabanja. Po milioni asatu goyogere twogera mabanja ngo leta milioni asatu. Fa mabanja getu yinae baso tujja mu kidney. Ne bagitwala ne bakakati banja liweddeyo. Tuina mabanja. Ate kati Paul, one thing I realized omuntu ati amabanja asigalawo bana abantu munze simanya bwemba sizije ku muntu family member wange seewola babeerawo era nyina abantu bemanyinze seewola naye asigalawo mwaka ku mwaka tavaawo because kakati okujja kongo ina tata wo mugagga oba mama wo mugagga anakuwa ku sente okitegeera. Hi Divo King, how are you? Gwe okujja ngo ina mama wo batata wo mugagga wo ogenda okujja capital akola emirimu nze emirimu ejange bisere bisinga bwe nfuna neewola nenkola project nikiyitamu era kati abantu abasinga abatagala ku taking a risk ezo za mabanja batuuka ekiseera ne bafuuka bita ngalowooza abatekinga nga risk bo balogo oba alowooza abatekinga nga risk bo batuulira emikisa gye naye nga abantu batekinga risk bo ne beeyongera mu maaso okitege all those people abali mu government beda beewola ne yeewola n'agatta wano n'agatta wali kati abantu naddala babeera mu byalo eyo bo tebeewola babeerawo batya looni batyaki ayagala zaafunye zaabatetenkanya business tezikula okitegeera bahamu bo beewola wuyo bagenda twala na bintu byasoma kati abaddemu agagga wali kati ababo bamanja 5 million naye maama asa lwaki otu no Devo King kubulira amabanja sima bikasitoga kozesa kyogeewoledde obisere mo nekyogewoledde osobola kikola ne bigaana okitegeera bigaana. That's business. Olaba nalinda bane Steve Bezos yowa Apple yowa Amazon uyo Amazon ngagamba he has experimented olumu nafiirwa sente. The difference is that yitaba na loan. Kati gwe ng'omwana w'omunaku ebiseera ebisinga olina kwewula. Kati nze neewula. Kati gwe twogera amabanja oyogera miliyoni 3 singa nkubuulira agange omulowooza okuvuga kolola mirembe era wemalirayo amabanja bwenti noza neyiwe mukikurawuni naye kati amabanja gaggwayo engine tugiwulidde but area bumper mugireketedde mesa mumotoka kutambula area bumper mukyala wange agiri bubi naye bw'anaaba ayagala tugigula mpe ssente tuve bintu byokwagala okutowa obutoyi order hani kyusa bumper hani bumper irabika bubi timotoka tetambula titutuusa ku mirimu tutuuka ku mulimu omukazi nga atabusi imotoka agivuga ng'etaliyiye Arthur kyewakoze ba broker ne makanika ku TikTok bakolima but they are honest brokers olaba waliwo broker banyozanya obuzanya bwe twagenda ku moroka eyenzibe gyenjo banyumiza ku lwokuna pakati moroka enzibe story ya lwakuna. By the way, for the guys that don't know moroka enzibe gyenjogerako, the reason why my engine took some time to get in, try to take a more engine, then I got a call from someone that wanted me to do pre-purchase inspection. Bobo ina naga ngateke ku simu nzije nantera ketano nengina na era bwe ndatuka bwe nemugaso kompe zange na azimpe zisigaddeyo. The reason why I asked for my money like that is because they had even paid some money on the other car that we were going to inspect. So I told them, but the moment you pay some money on a car, you have bought it. Let's just go. So we reached the car. Ngemoroka either anzibe oba mpandike. Mayemoroka wali moroka ezibaita empise mu peni. Kati that's a story for Thursday, by the way. Chemoroka ye no way jetwabatasa. Simanyo babadayo ne bagigula kubate banankubira. Ideally we would go and inspect other cars from their broker today. But tebanankubira so simanyi bayinza babadayo ne bagigula kuba emoroka eyo yali kumpi neddwaliro wengendo okulaba mukwano gwange ali mu ddwaliro naye naddamu okudda mu ddwaliro either bagijjawo ne bagikweka nga bategedde n'ebitali bituufu obono gayi yaddayo n'agigula babandayo n'agigula ekirungi ku ndagaano yessiriiko okitegeera but that's what happened. I'll tell you the story of the newer that seemed stolen on Thursday. Yeah, to send that when to then that's how my engine came late. So Thursday I have that story that I'll tell you. It's okay. Na yo fear yokwewola ebaawo bobo soluzanyisa obusente obutono buboyina ne buba unaweza obusere ebisinka kati my business in the entertainment industry is capital intensive. Nti okola pilot wetage million 10. Pilot for the people that don't know is like a prototype. For you to create a prototype in the arts wetage ekitone million 10. Kati boba tozirina ogenda kutigolo tokole era ngofuna wole million 10 ngokola prototype eyo nga you propose it to people that would buy it. If they like it, then they give you money, or they say give us this product in this much, then ngokola okitegeera kati awo ngokola ngojjayo sente olumu neza prototype kati nyina prototype gye nakola pilot gye nakola neza pilot tezigenda kuvayo this time naye kati omanya nti tezivuddeyo kati if I make a good product they can buy more copies and those other copies would bring back my pilot money. That's how it works. Business is business. The higher your income, the bigger the debts you have. Just pay up. Exactly. Thank you. True man should be having debts. A true man, he starts thinking outside the box, leave comfort zone. Definitely. Era gwe buliboberanga olowoleza wa akatale kuomanyinze njateetanga ennyanya nteekewo gotoyagala kutuuka kola katale kakongo ina akaguma oyagala mudaala gumu wetaaga kwewola yadde n'akatono. Anyway guys, SUVs nze namalizanga ngamba SUVs are overrated, especially these zine zitandikirwako RAV4 ne kuluga yennyini teri comfortable. Kati ate omanyize buli wentula muloka nenzira mu Corolla yange nempulira difference. Nze mbagayi natula mu RAV4 kali omugongo ne gunuma ngenda tuke wange ematuganga ngamba omuntu avuga atya RAV4 buli lunaku gwe novuga RAV4 Monday to Monday mwaka ku mwaka. And now that I think about it, abantu abatera okuvuga RAV4 migongo gitera okuba lumenyo mu advanced age. Bobo yagala RAV4 gula Land Cruiser gula kawundo kutandikirawo kale ne Prado yennyini eyinza okuyamba yambako naye zino RAV4 za fezino tewali mulamwa ne kuruga yennyini by the way bulamu kuruga ebulamu. I think that the thing with those SUVs is that they give you a little more. Na yate RAV4 entono imoroka yange eno Corolla ina space oxy ate wali abatudde maga kuba mukyala wange yasooka tuula mabega taka but RAV4 hey, there is something that is not adding up. Ne mubuza do you still want to buy a RAV4 nanga no nafa kukyala avokati yafa twavuddeyo dda mulavu twagala Nuwa kati tugenda gula Nuwa eno empya mwe gye mutya tugira twevuga. But what's the best security to use when acquiring a loan? Just use any security as long as you will pay. I know what you're asking. The best security is because sometimes you don't want to pay. Or you don't want to pay regularly. Just pay your loan. Just pay your loans. Just use the easiest thing you can use. Normally, the easiest thing is to use is land with agreements, because agreement cover it. So that's your cost the way you cover it. Niate bonoko is a land title bagina kwagala take cover it. That's a cost on you. Chite is a land title ino kubango jawi sente nyingi. Niyo we chapa land agreement kabaka land. Iraka ndoza buli musajja ali badagula itaka lya kabaka ngali ya beimu nogula ikanga 3 kabaka land. Bogula ikanga 3 kati onalemedde mu reserved parking ata avaawo. Nendo zangenda kwogera ndi landlord wange wantu parking nga bateke reserved. Bwe nkusanga tukuba ekyuma saswe mitwali ena fine. Nina rich system ampola naye emanja ye olemu as if not her brother. Bwe kino okuba bwoba ina muganda nga asobola okuwola naye musasule. Kati ekiganda abantu akola abenganda nti abenganda tebasasula era yebuzabuza paka bwatakolaki. Paka bwata kusasula sente zo ate onomukola ki family chukula sai singa bagamba todda mukuwola family towola nze family sikuwolera obuye nkubide uyagala kwewola 10 nga nkuwaye 2 genda weeyiye ate neje 2 olumusijikuwa genda mu banka nganze bwengenda mu banka kubanzi sina family member gwe neewolako era we manja gase ngina wa manerenda oba mu banka nawe genda mu banka nganze katulaki gobo oyagala anze nze nkule nganze tebutedi ampola wajerega kosa nenjivaako. I'm saving for Toyota Alex. But your video with mechanic that you did in 2020 maybe was deleted by YouTube. I don't see it. Muna YouTube egenze jako video. Ate wejayo video tekulaga video kijejeyo. Yakajayo video zange bidi mune yori omukaza ya jetwaga nti man should the man buy a car for the girlfriend. But you erabika yavayo. Siman YouTube ate YouTube wejayo video tekugamba. And they have reasons. You can say something as simple as women and they delete your video. You can say something as simple as homosexual and they delete your video. You just say something that doesn't sound good for them, they will delete your video. Arthur, a 1.6 cc car can old models when you put 20k, how many kilometers? 10 to 12 kale. 10 to 12. Ezimu zigenda wansi paka ku 8. Ogambe 20k akayandi mbala 10 kilometers per liter. 10 kilometers per liter. Save your video, they remove, you upload again. Anti kataluvanyuma ate basobola ku deleting your channel. That's the thing. So when they delete, you leave it. Ngokola video and content ate tukola mukole bana guy kamba sibu mwe bali kubera ku live broadcast. SUVs are overrated kati Corolla yang banange ndi mu mativu nze gwe mulaba wano. Paul, Antonio, Abby, Martha, Hanifa, Peter, Remy Lewis, Innocent, Baguma, Aderubo, Richard, Access News, Jimmy, Maximian, Innocent, Benjamin B, Jimmy, Antonio Nkogedeko, Karim, Lucky Mose, Herbert, Chris Da Vinci, Mavo Gadget, Mbali Martin Michael, Lucky Mose Nkogedeko, Access News, Simon Rock, Abasa Paul, Jerome, Arinda Jordan, Nicholas Kaziwe, Chris Da Vinci, Edrin Mogerwa, JK, Fred Adukule from Chidepo Valley National Park, Remy Lewis, Mark W, Jonathan Chobe, Richard Nabongo, And you guys are in Kamoli. I don't take you for granted. You can be there in Kamoli watching. It's okay. Let me see. Fred Adukule, 43 people online, 10 likes, unfair. I'm buying all of you an SUV when I get money. Why did Thingy hide this comment? YouTube, sorry, Fred Adukule. YouTube censored your comment and it has nothing. I think because it's having telling people, guys, share and like. Hey. Ngizi zako. King Daniels, Banange Daniels, thank you. Bana bangulide power playing ndagena ne yagale kangene ndiye byakabi. Busura Williams, Pasco Joseph, Salmina, Council Patrick Asiku. Yes, Tarema Agre. Ndaleli waje bakutte. There's another comment here je bakutte aba YouTube banange bana abantu. Cheka baga twogere Uganda. Chobula abasajja bakola live broadcasting abogera Uganda YouTube teba kwata kate ebitegeera. Eganye sigira banagira. Kakonge Eugene. Banange guys, thank you very much for being part of this break. Tomorrow is Market Tuesday. You know what I'm going to talk about tomorrow? This thing that you put on receipt, goods once sold are not returnable. I'm going to teach you why you should not have that on your receipt. Goods once sold are not returnable. That's very evil. That will keep your businesses backwards. Togenda kura na business sengo sigawo teka akantu ako ku receipt. Tomorrow we are talking about that. You can come and market your business as well. Chesiri Kide Muhammad. Yes. No. Over what's wrong with beating girls with empty heads? Sigenda jita. Paul bajja tukuba. Mavuga jet na kuogede Commande John. Thank you guys for being part of this. Vianney Kabusu, Wadobuze Sami. Okay, Devo King, Michael Uzige, Okirol Samuel. Tomorrow we are talking about the goods in Serco starch. Sienta is good. Yeah, Sienta is okay. Antikati Innocent, when they remove the video, they delete it. I found you finishing. Banange. Tomorrow is another day. Sina link. Nange najinonyeza nembula by the way. Besides the Kabaka land agreements for land, do banks accept these other agreements made with individuals? Yes, it could. Na ya Kabaka haji basingo kujira. But as long as an agreement says you've bought and you have other documents as well, baja ku alone. I wish you a very nice day, guys. See you tomorrow. Tomorrow we're talking about this thing of goods once sold and not returnable and why you should avoid buying from places that have that thing on their receipt. I wish you a very lovely day. See you tomorrow morning. Ciao.